Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
Good morning, Mid-Missouri. The 2016 Cardinals were essentially the typical college student, procrastinating their paper till midnight of the assignment due date. In Sunday's last game of the season, the Cards still had a chance to head to the postseason for the 6th straight year, but their fate was not entirely in their own hands, as they would need some help from their LA friends out west. Adam Wainwright on the hill for the Cards against Pittsburgh yesterday picked things up in the 6th. Cardinals down early, but Matt Carpenter's up, and he gets into this 3-run home run to right. 21st of the season, Cards go up 4-2. It would not last for long, though. In the 7th, Jonathan Broxton is going to serve up a long ball to John Jaso. Game tied at 4. Randall Grichuk would come riding to the rescue, though, in the bottom half of the inning. He's going to bring home 2 on this double down the line. Cards go up 8-4. They would win 10-4, but they'd still need some help from the Dodgers out in San Francisco in order to reach the NL wildcard game against the Mets. So let's go out to San Francisco. With a win, the Giants squash St. Louis playoff hopes. It's also Vin Scully's last game as Dodger broadcaster. What a career, 67 years behind the mic. Giants get off to a fast start. Buster Posey doubles off Kenta Maeda in the first. Dodgers up 2-0 out of the gate. They would not look back. Dodgers and Cardinals down to their last out here, and Sergio Romo gets the fly ball to seal the win and seal the final NL playoff spot for the Giants. So a Missouri team will not be in the World Series for the first time since 2012. The other Missouri team I was referring to there, obviously the Royals finished their season up Sunday as well in Kansas City. The back-to-back AL champs may miss out on Champaign this season, but put up a tough fight in a competitive AL Central race. Start things off in the 5th, Cheslor Cuthbert is going to come up against Josh Tomlin of the Indians. He golfs one out to center, tie the game at 2. He's had a nice season helping keep the Royals competitive. Top of the 8th now, Cleveland's electric shortstop Francisco Lindor is going to hit a sacrifice fly to right. Paulo Orlando guns it home, but the throw is too high. Carlos Santana is going to slide home safe. Indians hold on to win 3-2. They're headed to the playoffs to take on Boston, and the Royals will finish their season at 81-81. Missouri football fans probably still feel sick to their stomachs today after Saturday night's massacre in Death Valley. LSU steamrolled Missouri by 35 points, the largest margin of victory an opponent has had over the Tigers since the 2008 Big 12 championship game against Oklahoma. Even without star running back Leonard Fournette, LSU was able to torch the Missouri defense for 418 rushing yards. Darius Geis and Darrell Williams led the way for the Bayou Bengals, both totaling over 130 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns apiece. Missouri will get a needed off week this week before heading to the Swamp in Gainesville to take on the Florida Gators. The Missouri football team wasn't the only Tiger team in action in Baton Rouge this weekend. The Mizzou volleyball team took on LSU yesterday as well. And Missouri had more success on the court than the field this weekend. The Tigers sweep LSU in straight sets. Mizzou hasn't lost a set since September 17th, make that actually. The Kansas City Chiefs were hoping for better luck than their college contemporaries last night on Sunday Night Football. It was raining hard to start the game in Pittsburgh, and it was also raining touchdowns all game for Big Ben Roethlisberger. First quarter, Roethlisberger is going to find wide open Darius Hayward-Bay in the end zone. Steelers go up 8-0 after the 2-point conversion. Later on, Big Ben is going to find Antonio Brown, one of the best receivers in the league, who makes a nice jumping catch right here for the 30-yard touchdown. Steelers rolling. Andy Reid's going to look for some answers, but he can't find any. Steelers up big. Now, right before the half, Roethlisberger is going to find his tight end, Jesse James, in the corner of the end zone, 29-0 at half. Steelers really rubbing it in, and then open the second half, they kept it up. Marcus Wheaton's going to make a great catch along the sideline. Players reviewed, but he did get in. Steelers win big over the Chiefs, 43-14. The 2016 Ryder Cup saw a little bit of everything, from a fan coming out on the stands to putt, to some of the most intense golf the sport has seen in a while. The tournament's final days, big matchup was the American Patrick Reed and Team Europe's Rory McIlroy on the 8th hole here. McIlroy sinks a crazy long birdie putt, and he is fired up. I mean, I love seeing that. You never see that from golfers. But Reed would match him on the very next putt. He birdies hole 8-2, gives Rory the Dikembe Mutombo finger wag. Just some really entertaining golf over the weekend. U.S. goes on to win its first Ryder Cup since 2008. And that's it for sports.